you ready?
I'm still on my vacation
Princess,
mode.
are we ready?
Yeah.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Happy day after Father's Day.
Mm-hmm. Happy summer.
Happy summer. Actually,
Happy
officially, it's not even the
summer.
first day of summer. Did you know that?
Yeah, I don't know. End of June, right?
It's sometime in June. It's almost. But yeah. How your weekend was fun. We already talked about that.
Welcome back to the Bleached Podcast. And a word from our sponsors. I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
That's funny.
Yeah, how was my weekend? My weekend was eventful, fun. Took 3 days off. We went to the Livermore Rodeo on Saturday. Had a little too much fun. But a good amount of too much fun. You know, it wasn't like, oh my gosh, like we're dead for the whole weekend. And then Father's Day, we literally just it was like me and my whole family at the rodeo on Saturday. And then Father's Day was literally just me and my parents hanging out, chill, nothing crazy. What about you?
My husband usually works every weekend, but he actually was like, I'm going to call out this weekend.
Oh.
So, yeah. So, what did we do Saturday? Now I'm trying to think. I don't remember what we did Saturday, actually. But yesterday we went to this kids water park in Elk Grove.
Ooh.
We had a little picnic. The kids played in the water.
That's so cute.
Yeah, it was fun. We invited his parents yesterday. So it was cool. And then we went home, took a shower, put the kids to bed. They knocked out.
I know. I literally called her it was 8:45-ish.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, she's not picking up. I was like, she's on mom duty.
Yep.
She's probably going to be on mom duty.
Yes. Yep.
But yeah, I mean, this weekend was chill. I love hanging out with my family, honestly. Those are the only people that I really let loose with, I feel like.
I had to look through my pictures to find out. Saturday we took them bowling. My husband, for his birthday, for Father's Day, everything, he wants to do stuff with the kids.
Yeah.
He doesn't get enough time. So we took them bowling. And then went out to eat. Yeah.
Where'd you guys go bowling at?
Manteca.
The Bolero place?
Yeah, it's nice over there.
It's cute over there.
Yeah. I feel like Lodi Bowl is a little too grown for that.
Oh, got it.
You know, it's always people our age there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I've only been there once.
I never really see kids there. And then Stockton is just going to be a shit show. So busy.
Yeah.
So busy.
Isn't there two in Stockton?
Yeah. The one actually on West Lane is nice. Not bad. Yeah. But Bolero, I like Bolero the most. And their food's not bad. And they have an arcade.
Yeah, they have a whole bunch of different
stuff. The kids had a lot of fun this weekend.
Yeah, they were living life. They went to bed last night.
That's what summer's about. Summer's about them really enjoying, everything.
Living life and hanging out with you guys, for sure.
Yeah.
And then Lake's going to have actual summer vacation next year.
I know. That means he's going to come with me to work.
Hey, he came to work with you this week or last week?
Good. Yeah,
so
really
good. Me and him were chopping it up in the back.
Next year he'll be a little bit older, so I'm gonna make him clean and fold towels and put him to work, so that way he knows.
And him came in and he was like, "Did you put him to work? Did you have him pick up the broom?" I'm like, "Can he even hold the broom?" I don't know.
Yeah, he's like, we went home. He's like, "Did you help mommy?" He's like, "No, I forgot." Anyhow, glad you had a good weekend.
You too.
Had a good weekend.
It was very chill. Kind of needed it, honestly.
What's your summer plans?
Oh my gosh, what are my summer plans? Okay, let's see. I'm going camping in July with my family and my brother-in-law's family. I got to season my liver for that because I'm a little scared for that because my brother-in-law's family, they're so much fun. No one's problematic, which I love, but they party a lot.
Your brother-in-law's family?
Yeah. So we're going up to Bernie Falls, which I'm super excited about because I heard it's gorgeous.
Yes, I want to go.
And then I have that in July. August, I'm going to Seattle for a haircutting class. Mm-hmm. Super excited about that. And then what else am I doing? September's my sister's baby shower. Mm-hmm. That's going to be a whole production. Mm-hmm. We just got a hall.
Do we know what we're having?
Yeah, she's having a boy. I know. I literally can't wait.
Might have told me that.
I literally can't wait though. Every chance I get, I'd be telling my sister. I'm like, when my brother-in-law does something stupid, I was like, "Yeah, that's your baby daddy now." Mm-hmm. And she's like,
"I know, I know."
Sorry,
but honestly, boys are awesome. Boys are so fun.
Yeah, I'm super excited. That's gonna be my little homie. That's gonna be my dude. Honestly. Mm-hmm. So we have her baby shower in September, which is a whole production, and then I think literally the week after or 2 weeks after, I'm going to be I think we might do Cabo for my birthday.
I'm inviting myself to that.
Oh, let's do it. I'm down.
Who's going?
It's just me and Maya.
Oh, okay. I'm like, if it's a family thing, I don't want to like include myself.
No. Do you think my family really is going to go out the country with me?
Well, your sister's having a baby. So.
Well, and then she was like, well, you got to have it at the beginning of October because I'm due like beginning of November. Da, 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 da. And I was like, wait, why? She's like, you need to be like home for 2 weeks because she's like, what if you get sick? And da, 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 da. It's her first one. I'm just giving her. I'm letting her be. Mm-hmm. There's going to be like
you
almost
also work
200
with like
people.
100 clients a week. So.
I know. No, exactly. I know, right? Crazy. And then we're planning this baby shower, and there's going to be like almost 200 people at the baby shower.
Oh, my God. It's like a wedding. Holy crap.
I'm stressed. They want to do potluck style. Yeah, it's fine. Whatever. Oh, okay. I'm just here. I'm just living life.
I mean, I hope your sister doesn't watch the show.
I mean, she might. She knows.
Okay.
You're stressing me out.
All right.
My sister stresses me out sometimes. But honestly, it'll be great. I think it's fun to have it as a big party and not as just the ladies or, you know?
Oh, is it combined? Is that right?
It's combined.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, my God. I can't stand combined baby showers. It's the dumbest thing
After
ever.
I just said, I was like, oh, I like them like that.
No.
Why is it dumb?
Because a baby shower is for
party.
the women, and it's always been that way.
Oh, gosh.
Why do we have to combine everything? And I don't like all those baby shower games with the boys and they're drinking out of the baby bottle. That's so cringe to me.
Oh, I love doing those games.
Oh, my God. No. I feel like the baby shower is for women.
She's like, I want a tea party.
I do, yes. You know, it's all about...
Dude, the last baby shower I was at, we were taking shots out the bottle.
Was our man there?
Yeah.
Okay, then. Okay, then. That's why.
Yeah, it was kind of... So it's like a whole production. We're just gonna...
Let's just keep baby showers.
Keep me in your prayers.
Yeah.
Please.
Mm-hmm. Even like, oh my God, my husband's friends, they'll do like fucking daddy showers now. I'm like...
What the hell is that?
A baby shower for the daddy.
Oh, no.
And it's just
that's just a boys'
for them
weekend,
to go out
honestly,
and golf and drink.
Yeah,
like,
no,
that's
literally.
all it is. And it's like, let's just not take everything from the woman, please, okay? Baby showers are just for women. We carry the baby. We do most of the work. You needed like 2 seconds of that contribution, and that was it.
Okay? Not the 2 seconds.
Am I wrong?
I don't know. I don't got no kids. Anyway.
All right, that got intense. Anyways, summer.
Tell me how you really feel.
I know, right? The whole world knows how I really feel now. My baby shower was girls only, and it was like 50 people. So
that's still a lot for just girls only. Like her bridal shower was only females. There was a lot. And I also, you know what, one thing I don't like at like baby showers when people like open up every single gift in front of people.
Oh, I hate that. And they made my mother-in-law made me do that, and I was like,
I hate that.
My
sister,
some of the stuff I don't like. I'm like, oh my God,
dude, or it's the same thing, or it's like the same thing.
It's so
dude. At my sister's bridal shower, I kid you not, we're sitting there for like almost 2 hours.
Yeah,
I was like, dude, it's hot. Like, just say thank you. Yeah, that's it. And I get it. People want to see your reaction, but like, not that bad, babe. Yeah, not that bad. My
sister-in-law threw me a baby sprinkle for my second at her house.
What's that?
It's like a mini baby shower, but it's literally just like a brunch with like some of your closest friends. So it was like 12 of us. So she was really nice. She invited all my friends and stuff, like reached out to them personally and all that.
Oh wait, that's cute.
Yeah. And they got gifts, and I was like, I'm not opening gifts.
Yeah.
We're not doing it this time at all. So
absolutely not.
But literally. Yeah.
There's so many things I just don't know about. I was like me, they were like, yeah, we're gonna have it all combined. I'm like, okay, yeah, period. And my mom's like,
you know what I also don't like? Ladies. Combined bachelorettes.
Yeah, I actually don't like that either.
That is so annoying. Because the girls want to do something different than the boys do.
For sure.
You know?
And they usually, on combined, sometimes they do different stuff. But I think people just want to be with their man.
You're going to be with your man forever.
Well, I'm not speaking for myself. I'm just saying.
No, I know. But it's like, why would you want?
I don't know. You know?
So, Julia, when you have a baby, when that time comes, like, can you just make it girls only for your baby shower? She's like, no, bitch. My dad, my brother-in-law,
10 years later. Shut up. I would be kind of okay with that, but it's okay.
Yeah. Okay, so since we're talking about summer and I guess baby showers, what are the summer trends that you think right now?
Like hair?
Everything.
Hair, fashion. Yeah. I think everyone's chopping their hair low key. I think I started a trend. I'm just kidding. Don't look at her today. I think everyone is kind of like going, not if they're not chopping it to a bob, they're kind of like cutting it like mid-length. Hair trends, I feel like it's the same. People are going lighter. People are still staying with like, you know, their solid colors, at least in my chair. Everyone kind of is like just on their routine, you know? I definitely think like wearing your hair like your natural texture too is super in and is always in the summertime.
Yeah, that's true.
I was gonna say something about fashion. Oh, you know those little like ballerina shoes that have like the toe split in the middle?
Like just for the big toe and the rest.
Yeah,
it's so cute.
No, see, I don't like that.
Oh my god, I want a pair so bad.
Or like just like any type of like the slip-on like ballerina, but it has like a little strap.
Oh, so
I think those are so I think they're so trendy, but I just
feel
can't.
Like it's cute on someone who has like small feet, but someone who has big feet like me, it's not gonna look good. So I haven't gotten.
Yeah, no, I don't think they're cute. Or like the mesh ones, not a fan. I'm not a fan. I know, sorry.
I mean, I have a pair of mesh ones that I will be wearing. They're like net, looks like a net.
Yeah. Are they flats?
Oh,
it's just not my vibe. It's not my thing.
Totally fine.
I think they're cute on some people and it's super cutesy, whatever.
Yeah.
But
I think the mesh flats with
what
like
do I know
cute
though?
Jeans and like a nice like loose white button down. Oh, so cute. Cute belt. It's like giving old money.
Oh,
you know, like quiet luxury type of thing.
Me with my flip flops on today. I'm like. I'm like, hold on, pause.
Yeah, so I love that, even though you don't. I love the 2-piece sets.
I don't love it on me.
I don't think the 2-piece sets are going away.
Oh no, for sure. I think a matching set is always going to be.
Set. I mean, you know how much I wear them, and I just love waking up and having a whole outfit that's ready. I don't have to pair like the jeans with a shirt or a shirt with pants. It's ready for me, and they're very cute. I think blowouts are still very, very in,
for sure.
They're always going to be in.
100%.
They've always been in. I haven't seen much people with beach waves. Even my clients, like not many people want beach waves.
I feel like I have a lot of clients who will do like waves when because it was graduation season, wedding season, when they have like when they're playing, when there's not playing, when they have like events or like photo shoots or something. I feel like it does photograph a little bit better because it is more uniform sometimes. But I think a blowout is always, I think blowouts are here to stay.
Oh, yeah. I feel like they've always been around and they'll always will be around. That's just part of
the industry. Yeah. No, for sure.
I also think that long hair is still in. Very much in.
No, I think it is. Yeah.
90s layers, all of that. What I don't like as a trend is the like clean girl makeup aesthetic. I mean, it's just not my aesthetic.
Okay. What is it?
Okay, so is
it just putting like, on less makeup? Is that
it's literally like tinted moisturizer.
We have to put a name on everything. Why do we have to put a name on everything?
It's because TikTok.
I'm not even on it like that.
Yeah. So it's
I barely be scrolling.
So yeah, like tinted moisturizer, some blush, and like mascara. Like it's supposed to look like you don't have makeup on, like very natural. And glowy,
like the no makeup look.
Yeah, I mean, like this is just my natural everyday makeup. Like, yeah, I am not for like the soft girl makeup aesthetic. It's not for me. Also, I have
your makeup looks
under eye circles.
Yeah, your makeup looks great all the time though. It never looks like too much.
Oh,
you know
really?
what I mean? No,
I feel
never.
Like it's a lot for a lot of people.
No.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes me feel better.
I'm just not a makeup girly, so you will not catch me in like a full face unless.
But you don't need it. Like, see, I feel like I need it. I do really have genetically dark under eye circles, so I feel like I need like a pound of concealer.
Oh, I think you always look fantastic, honestly, and I think your makeup always looks so good, and you probably do it in like 15, 20 minutes.
You. It's about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, I do the same thing every day. You know how it is.
Yeah, no, for sure.
So it's like easy to just do it.
Yeah, I stopped wearing foundation a bit ago. Do I have clean girl makeup?
You do. You have a clean girl aesthetic. You look very like natural looking all the time, and I love it.
Yeah.
I just can't look like
I think
Hailey
it's
Bieber
also
vibes.
Yeah.
You know?
I think it's also too, I don't really know how to do my makeup like hella good, so I just really stick with the base. You will not see me with no like I put bronzer as my eyeshadow. You know what I mean? Like I do that. I know, but like that's it. Like sometimes you'll come in with like a cute little lip and like a cute little like shadow moment, and I'm just like, I don't need mine. I feel like mine just looks like brown blobs on my eyelids. It's just because I just don't do it.
I've always been into makeup though, so to me it's like it's me. This is what makes me. You know, like I've been doing makeup since I was like in high school. I would show up with like a full glam. You know what I mean? Like college.
She was that girl in high school.
I was that girl.
She wore heels and colored contacts.
I can't stand you. You know, I still have the colored contacts that I ordered. I am gonna wear them someday. It's so funny. My eyes are not used to them anymore. I tried to put them on.
They probably are hella sensitive.
They're very sad. I was like constantly like watering and burning the entire time.
Oh, see, that doesn't sound
But
healthy.
it wasn't like that before. So I'm like, maybe this is just this brand, or maybe like now my eyes are, you know.
When we're younger, we're just like built different. We can just withstand anything, you know?
Yeah.
Crazy.
We just tolerated it.
Just tolerate. You're like, I didn't care.
I didn't. No. But yeah, that's really it.
I'm trying to think if there's any summer like fashion trends that I
like the vests with the matching shorts. It looks like a blazer vest,
like linen.
Yes, linen
like,
is very in. But the blazer vest with the matching shorts is very in, which I think is so cute.
Yeah.
And then very colorful like summer vibes matching sets with shorts.
Yeah,
is also very in. Like I see it a lot at Marshall's, my favorite store ever.
Yeah, I guess I'm not very trendy, to be honest. Because I kind of I'm like not wearing any of those things this summer.
But do you, when you go to the store, do you like?
I don't really like shop in person.
Oh, just
it's
online?
super rare. Most of the time it's online, or I just use what I already have.
But I also like, to me, therapy for me is like just having a day where I go from store to store and just shop by myself.
Okay,
that's my like ease my mind day, like just to like shake the stress off.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, I'm also trying to move, so I'm trying to declutter my life a little bit.
I'm still waiting for you to give me some of your clothes.
I know there's like a bunch of bags at home. I was actually just doing it yesterday.
For like 3 months.
Just come over.
Invite me over. Okay then.
You can bring your kids. My dad will help entertain the kids.
He's probably like, get your damn kids
out
of
my dad loves kids.
Really?
He like, don't be saying it, but yeah, that man is hecka good with kids.
Oh my god,
too.
I
He
totally
loves
would too.
Yeah. Okay.
They can have like a little practice run before their baby comes.
Oh yeah.
Because you know it's their baby too.
I forgot. I know, literally, I forgot what somebody said something, and then my brother-in-law told my dad like, "Oh, well, you're gonna be like a grandpa," and it just like hit me, and I was like, "What the hell? That's crazy."
I know. So my dad is a grandpa for the 8th time this past week.
Oh, congrats!
My parents have 8 grandkids. Yeah,
that's crazy.
That's amazing. I know.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
My dad loves kids, man. And I feel like it's because he didn't like have any of that when we were born, because he was like, you know, deployed for war and everything like that. So he missed all these like newborn opportunities. So now like any of my, you know, me and my siblings have newborns, he's like there. Yeah. And he's like helpful, and he wants to hold the baby, and he wants to help. Sweet. It's so cute. Seeing your dad in that,
like grandpa
like
role?
That, like such a good grandpa role is like makes you love him more. You know how like when you have a baby and like you see your man as a father and a good father, it makes you love him more.
Yeah,
it
totally
also makes
exactly
you like love
feels.
like your dad more, because you're like, oh my god, like you're just perfect in every way.
Okay. Whoa.
Who am I getting emotional?
Not us getting emotional. Hold on, pause. No, but I think it's true. I'm actually really excited. I'm really excited for my brother-in-law to become a dad too, because he's kind of a little bit, love him, but he's kind of a lot. But I think that them having a kid is like, they're like my mom and dad. You know what I mean? Kind of like my mom and dad part two. But I don't know. It's exciting. I'm super excited. I don't know. I think kids just make things more magical too. You know what I mean? Christmases are gonna be more fun. Yes. Holidays, like you know what I mean? Like, okay, like they were like, we're gonna go to Disneyland. I'm not the type of person to like buy tickets and go to Disneyland, because that's just not. I don't know. It doesn't seem like a vacation for me. But now that they're gonna have a kid, I'm like, let's go. You know what I mean?
I'm going.
Like I'm gonna be there.
Yeah,
for sure. 100%.
That's awesome. You're gonna be a great auntie,
and I can't wait.
Okay, so I don't think you watched Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
Okay, I watched some of the first season.
Do you watch it, Desmond? Okay, I love, me and my husband love trash TV.
Honestly, Ed be knowing way more,
that man
way more
has watched,
about
like,
it.
All of Vanderpump Rules, and I haven't. He loves trash TV. Okay,
what was that? The potluck. Everyone was talking about some show, and Ed is like, yeah, well, so and so did so and so did that, and I'm sitting there like, dude, I don't even know these TV shows.
Well, anyways, I love Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. That is like the greatest show ever, and I feel like I'm honestly addicted. Because, like, sometimes I'll, like, go on their Instagrams and be like, I need updates.
You don't feel like you're losing, like, brain cells when you watch, like, that?
No, because it's such a short season.
Oh, got it.
You know what I mean? And, like, I don't really watch TV every single day like that.
Yeah,
you know,
same.
Like, put the kids to bed, I clean, I do my thing, shower, and go to bed.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like it's very rare that I watch TV, but like certain shows like this, like I'm like, okay, I'm gonna watch the show, and we binge watch it in like 3 days and we're done. I love that show. Anyways, Jessie is a hairstylist on there.
Yes.
And I would say she's a pretty successful hairstylist. They have a beautiful, large, like, salon, and she sells her own hair brand.
Yeah.
And she
I actually followed her before the show came out.
Oh, see, I never knew her.
So I guess that sorry to interrupt you, but I guess that she has
a hair school too.
But she wasn't really a part of like Mom Talk. Like she wasn't like the original OG. She was just one of the friends or did somebody's hair, whatever it was. And then kind of like morphed in with them.
Yeah. It was
She's
like,
super successful,
like 3
though.
of them at first, and then after that it was 5.
I didn't even know anything about Mom Talk.
Her mom works with her too. Her mom's a hairstylist as well, which I think is so cute. Well, anyways, this girl is like very, like, it looks like she's very successful, okay? And she has a really large salon with a lot of stylists.
She's an educator too, I think.
Yes, and you could tell she's like all about her business from all that she posts about the salon and what they do and all that. And you know, all the girls from the show get their hair done there. And it came out in this latest season, and she's like, you know, talking about it because there was an incident happened where Taylor, like the main girl, was like, hey, like you got mad that I went somewhere else for getting my hair done. That's why I didn't go with you, because Demi was telling me that you're not a good hairstylist. And Demi gets her hair done with Jessie. And it's like, I don't know if Demi was like gatekeeping, but she was just kind of like if you want to get your color done, like I'd like probably say go somewhere else type of deal. And Jessie was just kind of like, what the fuck? Like, why are you?
She literally does her hair.
Yeah, and like it's like, why are you taking away from my business? Why are you taking away potential clients from my business when like
you're supposed to be my friend?
You're supposed to be my best friend. And she's like, I do all of your guys' hair for free for any event. Wherever we go, I curl your guys' hair.
Or like style it or do whatever.
And you'll see that like anytime they go anywhere, like, you know,
they're at the salon first or something.
When they went to other place.
Oh, yeah.
Like she'll like sit there and curl everyone's hair.
Oh.
And I'm like, one, she's a really good friend.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't do that. I'd be like, no, curl your own hair. What the fuck? Like, I'm trying to get myself ready. 2, why would you do all of their hair for free? You know what I mean? Like, all these girls are influencers because they all, you know, has had TikTok famous before this show came on. So, you know, they got money to pay you.
For sure.
Especially to curl their hair.
And then they talked about it in the first season. About them all being like, we're the breadwinners.
Oh,
sorry. I'm sorry. Clearly, it's not my favorite show.
Yeah. Okay. So
you know what I mean, though. Like they literally talk about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And how much they make.
And so I understand. Yes, that's true. And they're almost like competing with each other with how much they make and what brand deals
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I mean, it's a reality show for a reason, right?
For sure.
You need all that toxicity and drama for it to be like popular.
Absolutely.
But this girl, like, I get it where she's like, okay, I want to have all these famous girls and all these mom talks to come to my salon, and I'll do it for free as like an advertisement also, and so that they can kind of talk about the salon, right? For sure. That's where I'm seeing like her point of view, right? Exactly. But at the same time, now they're expecting it for free everywhere you go, and you spend a pretty good enough time with these girls.
Probably in money.
Yeah.
Like, do they pay for their hair? Like, hair's expensive.
Exactly. And she's saying, I do all of your hair for free.
I think they all wear extensions, too.
Yeah, almost all of them. I think Taylor's the only one that doesn't. And now it's like, well, you kind of did it to yourself. Like, I understand giving him a discount, you know, but then, like, doing it for free, and then now, look, they have no respect for it.
Well, so now are they just going and getting their hair done by somebody else?
No, she still does it for them. The only person that didn't go to her is Taylor. Shit. And Taylor was like, I didn't go to you because to me, your best friend told me not to go to you.
Oh, gosh.
He was like kind of mad. Like, how can you, like, I feel betrayed as my best friend to, like, you know, steer clients away from steer business away from my business. And I do all of your guys' hair for free. So what part of me not being a good hairstylist am I? Like, because you always want me to do your hair.
And then it's like, are you just coming to me because you're not going to pay?
Exactly. So to me, it's like, especially if you're just starting out, like, I don't care if you need to get clients in your chair for practice, always charge them something, because then they're always going to want to do stuff for free. And once you start charging them, they're going to be like, why?
Yeah.
And go somewhere else.
For sure.
So if you like have that expectation in the beginning of them just paying something, And then, if you raise your prices, it's not a big shocker for them because it's almost like, okay, yeah, she's growing, she's raising her prices. But when you go from 0 to something, it's almost like, why?
Yeah, it's like,
and
why
I feel
am
like
I?
That also happens with family a lot.
100%. I feel like it's hard servicing like family members and friends and that kind of stuff too. I'm super blessed with my family and friends. There's a few people that I don't charge and sometimes they'll still pay me or something like that. But they've always been super supportive of me, and like I've never really had anything like too crazy. I also think it's because too, friends specifically, I love not doing hair and like starting my career outside of my hometown because I don't have like the random people when I was first coming up like, oh, like you're doing X, Y, and Z, like could you do my hair? Could you do this? Like, you know what I mean? So I really like, I had like 2 friends that would actually come and get their hair done by me, and they always supported me. You know what I mean? From the jump, probably when I sucked at doing hair. You know what I mean? But I think it's hard because it's like, you want to be the one to do your friends and family's hair, but then it's also like you do have to have that boundary.
And if they don't come to you, don't take it personal.
I personally don't. Like,
yeah.
I'll be out and about, like in Tracy and that kind of stuff, and like I'll see people or whatever. And they're like, "Oh my gosh, I've been meaning to book an appointment," or da-da-da. And I'm like, "No, you don't gotta tell me. You don't have." Like, I personally don't care. You know what I mean? Even if my friends go to other stylists because they know other stylists because for whatever reason, or even if my clients too, because some of my clients have become my friends, there's no like hard feeling. You know what I mean? There's no like, maybe it's closer to home. Maybe it's more affordable. Maybe it's, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, but I'm never going to sit there and be like, well, you went to somebody else. Like, that's crazy. Or this, and this, that's crazy.
I don't care if you go somewhere else. I care about like, if you want me to do it and you don't want me to charge you, but like if you go somewhere else, you're okay paying someone else. Yeah. So to me, it's like, then just keep going to that person.
Exactly.
Like I don't need your business.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I have so many other people that I can fill the spot with.
Yeah, because I'm not even making any money off of you because you're not paying. Yeah. I don't like the expectation of it being.
Yeah. So if you're starting out, like
just kind of set the boundary.
Start now charging them, and like it can even be like 30% off. Fuck, 50%.
Honestly,
off. I don't even care. Just have them charge something.
100%.
So
like I said, I've been really like grateful for my family. They've always been very supportive of me. And there's people that I don't charge, and I'm like, don't pay me. And they're like, I'm gonna pay you, and I'm like, no, literally, please don't pay me. Like, you know what I mean? I think it's also like that with clients too. I think it's just hard as a hairstylist setting boundaries in general.
It's very hard, yeah.
Just being a service provider setting boundaries is it kind of
it's sucks. Because people have certain expectations and they're disappointed when that expectation's not met. But who gave you that expectation in the first place? When I first moved here and I was taking like a lot of people for free, like my in-laws and people and friends and all that, just so I could like, because I had nobody. So I was like, let me get someone in my chair, you know what I mean? Just to prove to myself, prove to my boss at the time, like, I know how to do hair. I just need to build, like, I don't know anybody here.
Yeah.
And I forgot where I was going with this, but like,
in the beginning when you're first starting out, and you're trying to have people in your chair, and you're like, of course, like bringing them in,
and then my coworker, I was telling her, and like complaining, like, they never like want to pay anything, blah 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 blah, and she's like, well, I don't do family at all, and I was like, well, don't they get upset? She's like, well, don't take it personal, and at that time I was younger, so I was like, oh, like she doesn't take it personal. And it's like, no, they don't take it. They shouldn't take it personal. You know what I mean? So
100%.
Like, so now that I'm older and much wiser and more experienced, I'm like, okay, it totally makes sense why she wouldn't take family at all.
Yeah.
Other than her own kids.
For sure.
I never saw this woman do her mom's hair.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's crazy. She might do it, but I've never seen her do her mom's hair.
At least at the salon or something like that. I don't know. I think it's just different. I think it's your family dynamic. I think it's just, whatever. My family's, honestly, they're super supportive. So they're always like, yeah, I got you, like, or not. And me, I'm at the point where I'm like, if it's like my family members and I'm not going to do their hair, if I'm like expecting only a couple of them, like my sister and stuff like that. I've gotten to the point where I'm like, I don't expect you to like pay me the full amount. I never really charge them the full amount either. I don't know. My family members are low maintenance too. They really don't be getting their hair done that often. So, I think it just depends on the relationship you have with people. You know what I mean? And I also think like sometimes like clients will kind of like cross a boundary sometimes too because they think that you're super, super close with them. And then they're like, oh, what about this? Like, can I get this discount or can I get that discount or this and this?
Luckily,
and it's almost
my
like
friends never asked that.
My friends never asked that too, but I feel like sometimes like when you do start doing clients' hair for a little bit, they kind of are like, hey, like, you know, we're cool. And I'm like, yeah, we're cool. Like when, you know, but
it's
almost, it kind of puts you in an awkward position.
It does. Yeah. And I usually don't say, I usually say like, don't be friends with your clients outside of work.
Yeah, exactly.
But there are two my clients that have became like my really, really good friends.
Yeah.
You know, like we do hang out outside of work.
Yeah.
And like I've done these people's weddings and I've been, you know, I've seen a lot of their lives, you know, through good and bad. I still charge them.
Yeah.
Like,
and they've done bat an eye, probably.
And they still come and support me. Like, I don't know why all of a sudden I have to, like, not charge you. I'm still doing the same work.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So, and I get it. Like, one of them was like, oh, my God, like, I'm going, you know, I'm, like, struggling. I'm not paying a lot, you know, getting paid. Or, you know, I'm doing all my training and this and that. I still charge them. She just doesn't come as often. And I totally respect it. You know what I mean?
For sure. 100%.
And it's, like, it makes me respect them more to not expect anything for free. And it also makes me, like, see how like family won't even do that when like a random person would. So I always say like random people will support you before your family will.
Oh, for sure. Like strangers are going to become your clients faster than like your friends and family will.
And I'm not talking about like sister or mom. You know what I mean? Like extended family.
Yeah, extended family, that kind of stuff too, for sure.
My sister and my mom are my biggest supporters.
100%. My whole family too. Yeah, my whole
mom
family.
Be liking and commenting on all.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. No. Oh yeah, they are my biggest supporters. I literally like. I feel like I know your sister, and I've never even met your sister before.
Anytime I tell my mom, "Oh, I'm doing this," "Oh, are you doing it with the girl you do the interviews with?" I'm like,
these are interviews now.
It's really cute. I was like, yeah.
I love it. I think it's just setting boundaries is just and just in general. And you know, the boundaries might be different with family members. Mine are. You know what I mean? Like I feel like
every family member has a different boundary.
A little bit, yeah. Or like compared to like your clients and that kind of stuff. Like if my sister shows up 20 minutes late to her appointment, am I gonna charge her a late fee?
No.
No, like you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
exactly.
I'm not like even like worried about it. Or if
I
like
might give
one
her
of
a hard
my
time.
Yeah, or like I have a couple clients who come, or they're not even my clients, they're my friends. Who like will come and they don't come too often, but like to get their hair done and stuff. And one of my best friends, she's always late. But I'm not gonna just sit there and charge her a late fee, and I'm not gonna sit there and like, you know what I mean? I'm just gonna be like, okay, cool. Like let me push. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I think it just depends. I think at the end of the day, you just gotta support those who support you.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Honestly.
Okay, so I want to talk about this video I saw on Instagram.
Oh my gosh! Tell me.
I don't know if you've ever experienced this behind this chair. It was a 7-year-old girl, and she had a hard line of demarcation. Never colored her hair. Never done any kind of chemical treatment for her hair. And she's 7 years old. Okay, remember that. And she has a hard line of demarcation, and the new growth was lighter than the rest of her hair.
Okay.
Have you ever experienced that?
No.
Okay, so
I've experienced it with like
darker.
Not. No, because see, I have a client who she has like, I don't know if they're like birthmarks or whatever. It's not every single hair on her head. It's not white, like but it'll be lighter.
Yes, that and they are kind of like birthmarks.
It's almost like birthmarks or something like that.
So I have experienced that. I never saw anything like that. And then I was like, let me read the comments.
How long was the outgrowth?
It was like a half an inch. And it was like literally a freaking straight line as if she had colored her hair. Or like.
And it was hella light growing out.
It was crazy. And I've seen it where it's like darker and then it fades to lighter. Like usually the older you get, the darker your hair gets as a kid, you know? But in this case, it was lighter. So when I was reading in the comments, like people were saying like if you have like nutritional deficiencies, that's what happens. Or if the kid goes through like a lot of trauma, like a parent loss, a divorce, immune sick, like if you're sick or anything like that, like that's what would happen. Like if people who don't know why it happens, like they're saying like go get blood work done, like it could be like, you know, attached to like really serious health health
or like deficient in
like,
something
or cancer and stuff like that.
Shoot.
Too. So like this poor like 7-year-old, like the mom is probably like, fuck, like I need to go do this stuff. You know what I mean? So yeah.
I also feel like too though, because doesn't our like bodies like change and like hormones reset every 7 years?
Yeah, but it's never lighter. That's where it was like weird. Like how can it grow lighter? So a lot of people were saying it's either like the immune system is just really like messed up,
or something happened, like something traumatic happened to their body. And it's crazy. I feel like the more that I talk to people and I'll tell them, I'm like your body has like a delayed reaction to any type of emotional, physical kind of stress. It'll be like 2 to 3 months after. You know, it's crazy. My grandma was obviously like, she was really, really sick at the beginning of the year, like very, very sick in the hospital. And then, she started losing her hair. You know, she's recovered. She's doing good. She was losing her hair, like, and this woman has a full head of hair, has always had it. And she's like in her early 80s, you know what I mean? And, she started losing it and she was like, oh my gosh, like I've never lost my hair. And it was like 3 months after she was like sick. I was like, well, your body's just having a delayed reaction to it. So now it's growing back. Every hair on her head used to be white when it grew out. Now she has like dark, like coming in here. There's like dark color coming in here. We're still mixing with like the white hair too. But it's so crazy how your body just kind of like changes and then adapts to like emotional, physical, like stress that's on your body, and it's always delayed. And I think people don't really like realize that, because like your postpartum hair loss happens at 3 to 4 months. It doesn't happen right when you have the baby. So it's so crazy how it works.
And it's true, because like, you know, your grandma, like she went through like a major like health health risk, so that makes sense. Like I have a lot of clients who like would go through cancer and say they had straight hair, and after chemo they come back and they have like curly fucking spiral hair. You know,
my client was like that when she had her son. Her son is my age and she only has one kid.
I see that
her hair
a
was
lot.
straight, and then now it's like curly, coarse, frizzy, like it's so like 180.
Well, after my hair was never curly. It was more like a very like one big poofy wave. And now that I have kids, it's very like beachy wavy. It's definitely not curly, but it's not like,
it's
just
so wild how our bodies
hormones
work.
are crazy.
No,
People,
for real.
Like, think hormones is like,
I feel
just
crazy
like
with my hormones,
and like, you know. People think it's just like weight gain or like acne, but it's like way more than that.
No, it's so, and it's so crazy. Like once you kind of like start like seeing it, or like tracking your cycle, or like just as women, right, tracking your cycle, like kind of being more aware of like where you're kind of, or what your body's doing and that kind of stuff, it totally makes sense. You know what I mean? I'm like, I started like tracking my like cycle a few months ago and that kind of stuff, and I'm like, oh dude, the week before my period, like I'm mentally like crazy.
I'm
like
crazy.
I'm like I can't keep it together. Like I'm crying every day.
To deal with this every month.
Yeah, that sucks. But I think it's so true, and I think sometimes we just got to give ourselves grace, because goodness gracious, they're all over the place all the time. And then it's like you go through regular puberty, but then I feel like you go through early 20s, mid 20s puberty too, and then eventually you go through menopause, and then you go through all this stuff.
You know, every 7 years your body goes through a major hormone change, and I never broke out up until I turned 21.
That's crazy.
And all of a sudden I started breaking out like in like very big cystic hormonal acne.
That's
like,
crazy.
Under the skin. So I had to like actually go to like a medical
dermatologist.
Dermatologist. And she was actually like a medical aesthetics nurse. And she would do like, you know, intensive chemical peels on me every 3 weeks. My skin would literally peel off like
that's
a freaking
crazy
snake. But I had the best skin after that. But it took like 6 months. 6 months
it's
of going
crazy.
every 3 weeks.
Well, when I turned like 2021, that's when I started like losing hair. That's when I started like I couldn't digest things the same way. Like it was just like your body just it's honestly it's crazy.
And then at 28 I got pregnant. So every 7 years your hormones really do change.
Got pregnant at 28. Your hormones went crazy. That's wild. Alrighty.
I think that is all.
Well, thanks for coming and joining us, guys.
Thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed
First
today's
summer podcast.
I know. Let us know in the comments what you want us to touch base on next time, or talk about, or go in depth on anything we spoke about today or in the previous episodes.
Yeah, exactly. Alrighty. It was nice seeing you guys. Have a great week.
Month.
See you
next month.
See you next month.